All right, Les. Here I think is my very best soccer story ever, and it occurred when I was like 42, 43, somewhere in there. I don't even know whether I'd started to play tennis at that point. I may have, but it involves the first professional soccer team to play in Washington, D.C., and they were called the Washington Whips. The Washington Whips. And the Washington Whips lasted, I believe, 2 years. 2 years before they went bankrupt and disappeared. And of course, there's now a soccer team in Washington, but this isn't. But they're not the Whips. But the first game the Whips played in Washington, it was a big deal, big deal, and about 26,000 people showed up, and it made a lot of fuss, and so I resolved that I would go down and see the Washington Whips play soccer, and I went alone because I don't know why I mean, I didn't know anybody that was interested in soccer, and so I went by myself. And I went to their second game that they played, and they had an audience of something like 22,000 people. It was approximately 22,000 people to watch their second game, and I purposely sat in the end zone. I mean, I love to see a good offensive team come down the field and bring a soccer ball down the sidelines and center it, and all the action directly in front of me. And so I was sitting right in the end zone, right there by the field, and watched this game. And at halftime, the Whip team, the first team, was huddled up with their coach, and their second team goal guard was guarding the goals against a couple of second string players who were shooting loose balls at the goalie, and they having their little scrimmage down there by themselves while the first team was huddling with their coach. And I'm watching this thing right in front of my eyes, and I'm watching these soccer balls rolling around loose out there. And you know what I did? I leapt over the railing and I ran onto the field. Grabbed one of the loose balls and proceeded to take it out in front of the goalkeeper. Well, out of nowhere, I don't know where the hell they came from, but there were two policemen immediately on me, and they grabbed me. They physically grabbed me, and but the second string goal guard stepped forward and he signaled, "Let him go, let him have his shot, let him have his shot," and 22,000 people roared approval. 22,000 people screamed and yelled, "Let me have my shot," or something equivalent to that. And believe it or not, the two policemen backed off, and I got to do my shot. Now, I positioned the ball very close to where a penalty kick is taken. I think I was about a yard further out and a yard further to the side, but it was basically like I was taking a penalty kick. And and everybody is waiting to see this. And now I know I know a lot about soccer, and I know that untrained people kick a soccer ball way too high. I mean, the soccer goal, you have to keep the ball way down. I mean, a soccer goal is low and it's wide, and if you kick like you're kicking a football, you're going to kick it way over the bar. And I also know that that amateurs, they tend to hook the ball. So I knew that this goal guard's thinking I'm going to hook the ball high, and he's going to be thinking that way. But I'm going to be kicking the ball faking hooking it high. I'm going to kick the ball low to the right. And that's what I did. I pretended to look to the left, look up. I pretended, and I got down there and I said to myself, David, whatever you do, watch the ball. Whatever you do, make solid contact with the ball. And I did, and I scored a goal. I can still see the goal guard sailing through the air. He dove way up to his right, way up to catch the ball, and the ball went in lower to the opposite side. And 22,000 people just roared, and I trotted off the field a hero. And the two cops escorted me. They off the field. They didn't touch me. The lead cop said, "Now look, if you come back on the field again, you will be arrested. You will be thrown out. But worse than that, you will spend the night in prison. I guarantee you, you will spend the night in prison. So you better not come back onto the field." And the second cop, guess what? He patted me on the back and he said, "Nice going." So I have played soccer and scored a goal in front of 22,000 people who roared with approval. And I was in my early 40s and in my street clothes and street shoes. So that's it for soccer. Bye.